movies. But how has his costuming and ever-altering identity changed ever since? Let's go through his evolution and find out. In the original Scream, Ghostface wears a sparkly robe with square arm tatters and pointed frills on the bottom edges. More ghoulish masks were considered before settling on the peanut-eyed ghost mask. A second mask that's wider, has thinner eyes, a smaller nose, and smaller mouth, along with a lighter neckpiece, is also worn by Ghostface, who uses a voice changer to taunt his target, Sidney. As victims gradually get picked off, Sidney ultimately faces her tormentor, who reveals himself to be her boyfriend, Billy Loomis, and his peer-pressured friend, Stu. They explain that her philandering mother broke up Billy's parents, so they took her out and planned to...
So, Ghostface was her. You know what?
Sidney off too, but Stu gets a TV tossed on him and Billy is taken out by multiple shots.
What?
In Scream 2, a copycat appears. He has more circular arm tatters, squared off rips on the bottom hem, and a more pronounced neckline. His mask has a less curved right eye.
What do you mean about a most pronounced neckline?
A creased mouth, and
Comment down.
more pronounced cheeks. He also wears a secondary mask featuring squinty eyes and a larger mouth. And at one point, he changes into civilian clothing and an ancient Greek-style robe. The copycat eliminates Sidney's college classmates and reveals himself to be both her crazy acquaintance Mickey and Billy Loomis's revenge-seeking mother. While Mrs. Loomis decommissions her partner, Sidney is saved by the man once suspected to have slain her mom. Although Mickey rebounds from one last scare, he is promptly taken out for good. Yet, Ghostface is back in Scream 3. This time his mask lacks the former mouth crease and has more curved eyes. Additionally, he wears a secondary mask with larger eyes and briefly hides inside of a prop body bag. He also now uses a magical voice changer that can sound like anyone he wants.
Your mother, Sidney.
He proceeds to execute the cast and crew of Stab 3 and subsequently reveals himself to be the film's director and Sidney's long-lost half-brother, Roman, who apparently also secretly planned the events of Scream 1 along with Billy and Stu. But in the end, this Ghostface is stabbed by his half-sister and finally defeated by a flurry
They're always dying.
of bullets. In Scream 4, Ghostface appears again. His main mask's eyes are slightly spaced apart. Another secondary mask is used with wider cheeks, smaller eyes, and a smaller nose. After slashing a new generation of victims, this Ghostface turns out to be Sidney's cousin Jill and her boy toy, Charlie, both intent on becoming the
There are always people in there. Always.
famous survivors of their attacks. However, Jill betrays Charlie in order to become the sole victim, but she's later defibrillated and then shot down. In the MTV series, Ghostface dons a rain poncho and a mask that's more human-shaped with uneven eyes, discoloration, and golden straps on the edges. He's also now referred to as the Lakewood Slasher. He terrorizes final girl Emma and her friends, and eventually confesses to being her secret half-sister, Piper, who is shot and falls in a lake. Emma's boyfriend and Piper's secret lover becomes the new Lakewood Slasher in season 2, but he gets caught and put in jail before being silenced by a third Lakewood Slasher, never to be revealed. Because in season 3, the original Ghostface returns. This time the robe is unsparkled, has a floppier hood, loose sleeves, and no open neckline, while his mask is shinier and features a more prevalent